So what would you say some of your goals are for starting your fitness journey?
To get more fitter, lose weight, I guess. Just have a little bit more of a defined body, grow glutes, which is what all girls want to do.
Okay, cool. And is there exercises that you prefer to do or that you like?
I don't mind cardio.
Okay.
I like lifting weights, hip thrusts, deadlifts, yeah, those kind of things.
Cool. And any injuries that you know of that will stop you from your fitness journey?
No.
No? Okay, great. All right, what I'd like to do, Alana, is we're going to do a variety of fitness tests on you. Okay, so some are going to be passive testing, some are going to be active testing. Okay, we're going to see where we are from the start, and then we'll go from there. Cool. Okay, we're going to start off with Lani here. We're going to do a blood pressure test for her. This is going to be the start of our passive testing. Okay, so I'll flip the screen around. Okay, there's Lani. Okay, I'm going to place this on Lani's arm. I've already asked for permission to touch, so we're good there. Okay, we're going to put it firmly but not too tight, just enough so that it's securely on there. We've got the machine here that'll actually do most of the work for us, which is great. It'll calculate her pulse, pulse rate or heart rate. It'll also give her blood pressure, the high blood pressure and low blood pressure points, or a systolic and diastolic. It should take about a minute or so and then it'll calculate. Going through, we're just going to make sure that her hand and arm is nice and rested. She's in a comfortable position. That way we get an accurate reading. Okay, Alana, for this test what we're going to do is your height test. So what we're going to have to get you to do is take your shoes off, if you don't mind. Okay, and we're going to get your heels firmly against the wall. Okay, you're going to have a nice posture, nice straight torso, a fat chin. Okay, and what I'm going to do is measure you in centimetres your height. Okay, so top of the head. Okay, and that's your height test. Okay, Alana, so we've got the scales here. So what our next test is going to be is obviously your weight, okay, and weight in kilos. To do this test, I'm going to have to get you to take your jacket off. Okay, and we've kicked your shoes off already, which is great. And making sure there's nothing in your pockets. No? Okay, so we'll get an accurate reading. We'll get you to step on there. Just wait for it to calibrate. Okay, and jump on. Alrighty. And when it settles, we'll get your weight in kilos. Okay, now that we've got your height and your weight, what we can do with that information is calculate your BMI, which is your body mass index. And that allows us to see whether you're underweight or slightly overweight, or if you're in the healthy ranges of weight. Okay, to find out your BMI, that's calculated by your weight, which you've got in kilos, divided by your height in meters squared. So we can calculate that using a calculator, or there are plenty of apps available online that we can use to calculate that. Okay, next up, Alana, what we're going to do is we're going to measure some of your girth sites. This will allow us to, over time, track your progress. Okay, so first one we're going to do is we're going to do your chest. Okay, and what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to get you to stand to your side, so you're facing that way. So I'll get you to turn around. Oh, there you go. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this tape. Okay, I'm going to wrap it around your chest. Okay. First of all, get permission. I'm allowed to obviously touch you.
Sure.
Great. Okay, now get your arms out to your side. Yep, that's fine. I'm going to come around here. Okay. And we're going to measure where the points meet. And that's your chest. Okay. Now, the next one we're going to do is we're going to do your waist. Okay, to do your waist, same position. Okay. Now, to get your waist measurement, that's going to be at the bottom of your rib, the space in between the bottom of your rib and the above your hip bone. Okay, so what that is generally is the narrowest point of your waist, and that'll be your waist measurement. Okay, so same process. I'm just going to come around here. I'll find your narrowest part. Okay, which looks like about there. Okay, so we've got your waist measurement. Okay, now the last part we're going to do is just to show the camera. I'm going to get your hip measurements. Okay, to do that, I'll turn around, but I'll get you to face that way. Okay, now step maybe just to your right, just a tiny bit. Awesome. And to do that, I'm going to come around to this side. Okay, now to get your hip measurement, it's the most protrusive part of your butt, basically. So the furthest point that it sticks out. Okay, so to get that, I'm just going to come around again, the side here. Just going to measure from there. Okay, and that'll give us your hip measurements. Okay, from there we can actually go into your hip to waist ratio, or waist to hip ratio. Okay, now that we've got your waist and hip measurements, we can actually calculate your waist to hip ratio. Now that's done by calculating, dividing your waist measurements in centimetres by your hip measurements. Okay, and that'll give us a reading of where you sit in terms of body fat around your midsection. Okay, Lana, so the first of our active tests, our cardiovascular test, is going to be a bike ride. And what we're going to do is we're going to get you on the bike and we're going to get you to ride for 5 minutes. Okay, and we're going to see how far you can ride during that 5 minutes. Okay, over time we can use that to gauge how your cardiovascular performance is going. Okay, so first off, what we're going to get you to do is I'm going to get you to sit on here. I'll adjust the seat. That way, when you get on there, just to measure your knees, and we'll make sure you've got a nice bend in your knees. We don't want your knees to lock out as you go down, and we don't want them too high either, so we want to be in a nice, comfortable position.
No, we need to go a little
That's too high?
too high.
Okay, so I'll move that down for you. How's that? That's good. Okay. And we'll secure your feet. Okay, making sure that nice and safe and comfortable. Okay, so that's on there. Okay, so what I'll get you to do, it'll get you to start pedaling. Okay, and that will actually activate the machine. Okay, I'm going to go start. Now we're going to go to a comfortable resistance. Let's go with 5. Not too heavy for you. How about
Yep, that's good.
2? Great. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the timer. Okay, and when I start the timer, just pedal as fast as you can, that you're comfortable. Okay, don't feel that you're overexerting yourself. And we're going to time you for 5 minutes, and we're going to see how far you travel during that 5 minutes. Okay, and off we go. And if you want, as you're riding, if you want to test and see how your heart rate is going, you can actually place your hands on here, and that'll give us an accurate reading of your heart rate to see how hard you're exerting yourself. How does that feel? Comfortable?
Good.
No pain? Awesome. Cool. You can see your pulse rate's actually going up as you ride. We've got your distance reading there, so if travel at 100 metres at the moment. And we'll go for 5 minutes. Great. Okay, Alana, our next test is going to be our muscular strength. Now to test that, we're going to do a push-up test. What I'll do is I'll show you first what we should look out for. Okay, so first up, when doing that, we want our hands positioning about shoulder width apart, okay? And we want when we do our push-ups, we want our shoulders to be in line with the ground, okay? So we don't want to be too far back, we don't want to be too far forward, okay? And when we can, do you feel comfortable doing it on your knees, or would you prefer to do it on your knees? On your knees, okay, great. Okay, so when you do that, we just want our position of our back to be nice and straight. Okay, so our glutes are on, our core's on. Okay, when we do our push-up, we want to go down. And what we want to do is go as low as you possibly can. If you can touch your chest to the ground, great. If you can't, as long as there's about a fist distance away from the ground. Okay, that'll count as one. And we'll go down, and we'll go up, down, and up. We're going to see how many you can do within a minute. Okay, and that'll give us our test for our muscular strength. Okay, so what I'm going to get you to do. Alright, we'll give it a go. Okay, so you're in a nice, comfortable position. Okay, so great. When you do go on, you want your core on, which is great. Okay, our back, we don't want to slouch on the back, we want it to be nice and straight, everything straight. Fat chin if possible. Okay, you've got your hands and arms shoulder width apart. Okay, and what do we do? Come a bit forward, there we go. Okay, now let's see how many you can do. We're going to start for 1 minute. And go. Good. So you can go just a tiny bit lower.
Not today.
Alright.
Sorry, I can't.
That's all you can do? Okay, Alanis, what we're going to do, our next test is going to be our muscular endurance test. And to test that, we can do sit-ups. Okay, so what I'm going to get you to do is I'll demonstrate first, but we want our feet shoulder width apart. Okay, now our knees the same. We don't want them in, we don't want them out, we want them in a nice neutral position. Okay, we're going to embrace our core, have our glutes on. Okay, and we're going to have our hands behind our head, and we're going to try and point our chin to the ceiling. Okay, and we're going to go as far up as we can. And to help out, yeah, great. I'll get you to stand on my feet. Just to brace in position. Okay. And as we go up, maybe 1. Okay. 2. And stop. Alright. Now it's your turn. Okay, so get you to lie down. Okay, so our knees, shoulder width apart, our feet are shoulder width apart. Okay, your hands, we're going to place them behind your head. Okay, and we're going to drive, we're going to brace your feet, and we're going to drive up. And go as high as you possibly can, that's all. 2, 3. Now you should feel it in your abs. Do you feel it there?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. No pain?
No.
Oh, great. I'm going to do as many as I can during that minute. Okay, now that we've done that, how did you feel?
Yep, good.
Good? Awesome. Where did you feel it?
In my abs.
In your abs, okay, cool. So we've got a baseline then, okay, and we can work to improve on that as time goes on to see if our core strength increases.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, Lana, so last test is going to be our flexibility test. And to do that, we're going to test your shoulder flexibility. Okay. So to do that, what I'm going to get you to do is I'm going to grab your left hand here, okay, and I'm going to place that behind your back. And what you're going to do is you're going to try and reach as high up as you can with this hand, okay. And with this one, I'm going to grab that one, okay, like that. And you're going to pull this one down as far as you can. Okay, and the distance between this finger and this finger here will determine your flexibility. Okay, so what I'm going to do is stretch as far as you can. Is that as far as you can stretch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to measure that. Okay, so we'll take that reading down. Okay, now we're going to do the same with the other side. Right. That's as far as you go. Okay, let me measure that point there. Okay, great. Alright, now as you can see, you're actually more flexible on one side than the other. So what we can do is we can actually get in touch with the physio and see if they can work on that. But it's good. A way to test out to see your flexibility in your shoulders.
Okay.
How do you feel?
Yeah, good.
Okay, all the tests are done. Alana, how do you feel?
Not too bad. Slightly with the flu, but it's okay.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, I can sense that you felt a bit weak, but that's fine. What we'll do is we'll take those results and we'll continue on and obviously improve when you're feeling a bit better.
Yep.
Okay. Anything that you found very difficult during those tests?
No, just my shoulder flexibility.
Okay, great. Well, what we'll do is we'll get you up to the physio.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and hopefully sort that out, and we can actually work slightly in your program to do more shoulder mobility exercises and strengthen it up as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.